Hello everyone. Now we will solve one numerical on the same analysis of frames using method of sections. Now I have told you in the theory part what are the steps, various steps to solve a problem of method of sections. The steps are saying that first what we do, if you remember, first we have to find out the reactions, just same like the method of joints. Then we have to assume a imaginary section plane which will divide the main object into two parts. Then we imagine or we assume the directions of forces in the given member, and then we analyze that. Now if I elaborate these steps, I can say that first what we do, we will find out the length of each member. I'm going to explain the same steps but in each and every part of the calculation. First we will find out the length of each member, then we find out the reactions. How we find out the reactions? By taking the moment about a particular point, and we use the equilibrium conditions like summation of fx0, summation of fy0. Then we assume a section plane, and we assume a section plane in such a way that it can cross only three unknown forces, right? Then after that we ignore the one part where we don't want to make any calculation, means this imaginary section plane will divide the object into two parts, so you can consider any of the single part, one part. Then we assume the direction of forces in the given members, we assume the direction of forces, and then we select a joint about which we have to take the moment of force. We have to decide a point. Then after that we have to find out the perpendicular distances, because in moment of force we need the force into perpendicular distance. If you have practiced to select the correct point about which we have to take the moment, and you can find out the perpendicular distance, then this question will be very easy. So for your practice I have taken one question. Now this is the question, and question says that we have to find out the force in all of these three members, AB, AC and BC. So in this question, how we start, I have told you what is the first step. First we have to find out the length of each member. So in this, AB length is given, this angle 60 is given, this angle 30 is given, and this is 30 kilonewton external force. If this is 60, this is 30, this angle will be 90, because we know that sum of the three angles in a triangle, that will be 180. So now we are going to find out the length. So let's say this is 5 meter. Now this is a right angle triangle, it is given 5 meter. We have to find out this length, what will be this length, and we have to find out this length. So we will use few trigonometric rules. If I apply the trigonometric rules in this, can I say if this is the base, this is 90 degree, this is 60, this will become base and this will become perpendicular. Just like if I take this 60 degree angle into account, this will be base. Opposite to 90 degree, any angle, that side, remember this, if this is the right angle triangle, this is 90 degree, opposite to this, let's say this angle we know, so this will be base. The angle, the side in which 90 degree and the given angle is there, that will be base. Other side will be perpendicular and longest side will be hypotenuse. So I'm using the same rule. So in this I can say, so this is AC length, right? Now AC is base over hypotenuse, so I can say AC will be, I can say base over hypotenuse means AC upon, I can say AB. Okay, we need the value of AC, so that is base upon hypotenuse. Just to teach you, I'm making like this. So this will be what, base over hypotenuse, we know that is cos 60, because we are taking this angle. So from here we can calculate AC is equal to 5, the value of AB, it is given 5 into cos 60, that is 0.5. So from this we are getting AC is equal to 2.5 meter. Similarly we can find out now that this one, so I got this value 2.5. now I can find out BC also, same. So I can say BC upon the same AB. Now it is what, perpendicular over hypotenuse, so this will be perpendicular over hypotenuse, so this will be what, sine 60. So from here I can find out BC. BC will be what, AB, it will go on that side. So AB we know 5, so 5 into sine 60, sine 60 is 0.866, so we are getting after calculation 4.33 meter. So this value is coming 4.33 meter. So this is 2.5, right? Now this is the calculation. Now after that we have to find out the reactions. So to find out the reactions, I have told you what we do. In this diagram, if you see, this is a hinge sport and this is the rolling sport. From the diagram it is very clear, so I will make the diagram. So this is the hinge sport, so it will have, let's say, R a reaction at A point in Y direction, this is R reaction at B point in Y direction, and this is the hinge sport, so it will have two reactions, RAX and RAY. So this is the external force that is having 30 kilonewton force. This angle we know 60, this angle is 90, this angle is 30. So we will find out the reactions. So how we find out the reactions, I have told you we have to take the moment about any point. So I always prefer take the moment about that point in which maximum forces are passing. So A point, if I take moment about A point, Rex and Ray will be 0, so we can find out Rby very easily. So we are saying taking moment of force about point A, taking moment about point A. So I'm assuming that, let's say, anti-clockwise positive. So we will see. I have discussed all these things in detail in the method of joints. If you have any confusion in this, you can watch that video so that all of your doubts will be clear. So taking the moment about point A, so we will write the equation. Ray is 0, Rax 0 because it is passing from A point. So only the force is Rby. Rby will be now positive. Why? Because this is the fixed point, this is the direction of force, so it is going anti-clockwise as per our assumption, anti-clockwise. So this will be positive Re by Rby into this distance. This distance is 5 meter given, so it will be Rby into 5, force into perpendicular distance, minus 30 this force into now this distance. I have to find out AB, C, if this is the C, this is D. I have to find out now this distance. So I can say this is 30 into this distance, that is AD, minus, because it is going clockwise about point A, so that is equal to 0. Now how to find out AD? I can say that in this right angle triangle, now here you can see this is 90 degree, this is 60, same like that. So I need to find out this AD distance. So this is base, same like that right angle triangle. So this is base, this is perpendicular, and this is hypotenuse. We know the value of this hypotenuse, so from that triangle I can say AD is equal to 2.5 into cos 60. How? This is 2.5, so base over hypotenuse, cos 60, 2.5 cos 60, so I'm getting the value that is 1.25 meter. Now I put this value here, so I'm getting Rby into 5 minus 30 into 1.25. so if I solve this equation, and that is equal to 0. So when I solve this, I'm getting Rby, that is equal to, it will go on that side. After multiplying, I'm getting it 30 into 1.25 divided by 5. So finally I'm getting 7.5 kilonewton, and the value is coming positive, so it means Rby, the assumed direction was upward, so it is positive, so this is upward reaction. Now we will go for the next, that is Ray. For that we can take the equation F summation of Fy 0, all the forces in vertical direction 0. Now let's say I have taken upward direction positive. Now what are the forces upward direction? Ray plus Rby, that minus 30 kilonewton, that is equal to 0. So from here we have the value of Rby, so Ray we can calculate, that is equal to 30 minus Rby, and Rby is 7.5, so we can say Ray is equal to 30 minus 7.5, we are getting this equal to 22.5 kilonewton, and it is again coming positive, so it means Ray is same upward direction as assumed. Same, if I now take Fx0, all the forces in x direction 0. So what are the forces? Only one force is there, Rax. So let's say I have taken right side positive. Right now, right side only one force is there, Rax, no other force. So Rax, that is 0. So only two reactions are there, Ray and Rby. Now after that, this is just same like method of joints. After that we have to start like method of sections. Now To find out the forces in any of the two members, I have to imagine a section plane. Let's say I have taken one section plane which is crossing like this. Now I have assumed, this is the imagination, this section plane, imaginary section plane, it is cutting the object into two parts. Now this is the left part, right part. Now you have to take one part into your consideration, like here only Ray force is there and two members. Here a number of forces are there, so I will prefer this part into our study and we can ignore this part. So if I draw the diagram of this only, the part which is in our study, the remaining diagram will be like this. Now I have drawn these two diagrams. Just to make it more clear, I am making it with the hidden dashes, like so that you can say this is the ignored part and this is the main part. Now in this part we know the reaction value, this is Ray, so directly I can take 7.5 kilonewton, the value of reaction. Now let's say in AC, I take FAC, that is the force in AC, and let's say I'm taking it as a tensile force, and in this I take FAB. So let's say FAB I'm taking as a compressive force. Now I have to find out this. So this is the diagram which is under calculation. So how to solve this? Now we have to decide a point or a joint about which we have to take the moment of force, just to find out these two unknown forces. Now if I take the force about point A, FAC, it is passing from this point, so force into perpendicular distance, no perpendicular distance, so it will be 0. So if I take A point, FAB and FAC, both passing from A, so both will be 0, so we cannot take A point. Now we can take, let's say I take the point C. If I take the joint C about which we take the moment of force, this FAC, it is passing from C point, so it means FAC will be 0 and we can get the value of FAB if we know the perpendicular distance, this one. This is the direct perpendicular distance between FAB and C point. So what we do, take moment of force about point C. Let's say about point C we are taking, and I am taking anti-clockwise positive. Always assume a category of force. Now we can write the equation very easily, FAB. So this is FAB, this force, into this perpendicular distance. I will find out this. Let's say I am giving the name A, B, C. Let's say this point is D. So FAB into AD minus, why? Because FAB, it is going and clockwise about the C point, clockwise direction you can see here, right? So FAB into AD minus 7.5 this force into this perpendicular distance, FAD into this perpendicular distance. If you get this value, then we can find out this. So this was FAB into CD, not AD, this is CD, this perpendicular distance, and 7.5 into AD minus, because it is going clockwise, that is equal to 0. Now minus FAB, we have to find out this force. Now AD, we have calculated the value of AD, here it is coming 1.25, FAB into CD, so this was CD. So what is that? FAB into CD. CD means this value, we have to find out that value. If I say that is now again the right angle triangle, this is the C and D, I have to find out this length, and this is 60. So can I say this is perpendicular hypotenuse? Now this is base, so I have to find out which. CD means perpendicular, so I can say this is CD, that is equal to 2.5, length of this hypotenuse 2.5 sine 60, so CD is coming, that is equal to 2.165, so into 2.165. so learn this, how to find out the perpendicular value. So minus 7.5 and into AD we have calculated here 1.25, so this is 1.25, that is equal to 0. Now if I solve this equation, then I am getting FAB, that is equal to minus 4.33 kilonewton. So minus value, it is showing that the assumed direction, that is FAB, that is compressive. But if I have to take the positive force, so I can say FAB is equal to 4.33 kilonewton, but the nature of force will be reversed. So what is that? That is tensile. So we will take positive value, tensile. Now we will take the moment of force about point B. There is no point D. This was just to find out the perpendicular distance. If you see, there are only 3 points A, C, B. So I have to take either the moment of force about point A, B or C. So after taking C, we are taking the moment about point B. Now when you take the moment about point B, we will see, let's say this is the diagram. So this is FAC and we have taken it tensile. I'm making the same diagram here, you can see, and this is what FAB, that is tensile, because we found this now. So this is tensile. So we will take now the found value in this side, right? So after that I can say this is 90 degree, this we know 60, and this is 30. So we will do the calculation as per this diagram now. Now after this, what we do, we will find out the moment about point P. Now again I'm taking, let's say, anti-clockwise positive. So in this, about point B, FAB will be 0 because it is passing from P point. So I can say minus FAC. Why minus? Because about point B, FAC, it is going clockwise. So FAC into perpendicular distance. Now what is the perpendicular distance here? It is BC, because it is 90 degree now. So FAC perpendicular distance, that is again BC, minus 7.5, because here one reaction is there, 7.5 upward, it is also going clockwise. So 7.5 into perpendicular distance, this is AB, this distance between this force and this point AB, so that is equal to 0. So FAC into BC, that is equal to minus 7.5 into AB. So FAC, which we have to calculate, that is equal to minus 7.5 into AB. AB we know, we have calculated AB, that is 5. Is BC is also we have calculated, that is 4.33. So FAC we are getting, that is equal to minus 8.6 kilonewton, and we have assumed FAC, that is tensile, but the value is coming negative. So to make it positive, what we do, so we say FAC, that is equal to 8.6 kilonewton, and we say this is what, compressive. So this is the value which we have to find out. FAC 8.66 kilonewton, FAB 4.33 kilonewton. Now to find out the third force, we will again assume another section plane. Now what is that? I will make the diagram again. Now we have calculated these two forces, this one and this one, this one and this one. Now we have to find out this force. So for this force, we will take the section plane like this. It means I'm taking the section plane here. Now this part will be under consideration, this part we can ignore. So when I take this part into consideration, I can say that this value we know, that is again 7.5 kilonewton. We have calculated this. This we can assume, let's say I have taken FPC, a tensile force, and let's say this is compressive. We have calculated FAC compressive, so this is FAC compressive. Now take moment about point. Now which point we should prefer? So if I take the moment about point B, FAB, FBC, FAC both will be 0. So we cannot take this P point. So either I have to take C or A. Now how to decide? If I have to find out FAC, then I will take about point C. If I have to find out FBC, then I will take about point A, because FBC will have value with A point. Okay, but FAC will be 0. So we take the moment about point A. This is the main thing, you have to learn how to take the point when we have to find out the moment of force. So if you take correct point or joint about which you are taking the moment of force, second you are taking the exact perpendicular distance, then your equation or your solution will be correct. Now we will take about point A, then I'm taking anti-clockwise positive. So we will see the various forces. First I can say this is FBC, this force into perpendicular distance between point A and FBC. I can say if this is the point FBC and into AC. Now if I say this is the force BC and this is the point, so this is perpendicular, we know this, so this is AC, this perpendicular distance is AC. You can see this is FBC and this is the point, so this will be perpendicular distance. We know that at 90 degrees, so this distance is there, FBC. So FBC is going anti-clockwise. You can see this is the direction of FBC which we have considered. About point A, it is anti-clockwise, so positive. Then after that 7.5, it is also going same positive, so plus 7.5. This force, perpendicular distance between A and this, so this is the perpendicular distance. It is given there 5, that is equal to 0. So FBC we can find out. AC value we have calculated in the part where we have calculated the length, and that is 2.5. so FBC is equal to minus 7.5 into 5 divided by 2.5. so FBC is equal to, this is the minus value, 7.5 into 5 divided by 2.5. so when you calculate, it is coming 15 kilonewton, and the assumed direction of FBC, that is tensile, so this is tensile. Just to make it positive, what we do, we will say FBC is equal to 15 kilonewton, and this is compressive, right? So these are the three forces which we have to calculate, and this is the method of section, and you can apply this in any of the question now.